Bimini, and it looks like a few boats heading out at the same time. So we're going to come through the cut. Morning, Tess. Morning, Tess. So we have roughly 78 nautical miles this morning, and we're 2 boats, 14 hours across to hit Florida. So we'll give you an update as we go. And there's the last shots of Bimini's, guys. There we go. Chill out. Keep us safe. Good day.
Hi.
Captain's update. It is Sunday, March 31st. So we're crossing over from Bimini Bahamas.
It's Easter Sunday.
Easter Sunday. Bimini Bahamas, 78 nautical miles to West Palm Inlet, which is where Palm Springs is. So yeah, so we left this morning at 6:30 a.m. Got through the tent entrance at Bimini exit, and we're en route. So we're roughly about 8 nautical miles offshore right now. And how's it?
Really easy.
Yeah, actually, we waited for Chris Parker.
Yeah, I was just going to do a shout out for him. We're using Chris Parker, who's a meteorologist.
Yeah.
And we waited for his green light to go, and we did it on the way over too. And we had a great passage over, and we're having a fantastic passage back. So this has been it. This is what you're seeing us using right now is basically been what we've had.
Yeah, so Chris Parker is a meteorologist. And actually, very reasonable fee was, I think it was $60 and per month, and he sends you daily updates on what the weather windows are going to be for the crossing. And there's other options there too, but that's the one we chose. So once we get into port, we're going to have to raise our quarantine flag, and obviously then we can use the US app to let them know that we arrived. And a few things can happen. One is that they can take us through the process because our documents are already loaded into the CV Drone app. So they could come back and say, well, if you're approved and you have no other items to do, or they could board us and check our documents, make sure that everything is up to snuff. So that part we'll wait for, but seas are good. Like I said, we're probably 8 nautical miles. We can see the buildings from the U.S. coast here, which is great, and we'll give you an update once we arrive.
So we should say, in preparation for the crossing, we're not allowed to bring over any produce or meats.
Oh my gosh,
So
yeah.
yesterday, between Derek and I, we ate as much as we could, not just yesterday, but last week we ate as much as we could. We weren't restauranting, we were making sure we were eating out of our freezer. There was still a bit of meat that we didn't get through, but we met a gentleman, Sammy at Bimini, and he said that he would take the stuff that we didn't have, that we couldn't use. So that was perfect. We didn't have to throw it out. We were able to just
Oh my gosh, we had chicken breast and steak and spaghetti sauce.
We did good with the produce. We had no produce.
No produce, but it was mostly meats that we had in our deep freeze, because our deep freeze is quite large. So yeah, we had to take all meats, dairy, cheese, produce. None of that could be brought in the U.S., so we had to
Unless it was bought in the U.S. and it hasn't been opened.
Yes.
So one of the things that we did, which might have been a mistake, probably was a mistake, was we rebagged a lot of our meat into freezer bags. So we had no proof when we bought it, and it was open. So if we hadn't have done that, we would have been able to keep them. So we have like a...
But they would have been freezer-burn at the same time.
They would have been freezer-burn. We have a package of sausages down there that we bought in the States. We haven't touched them. They're still completely sealed and wrapped. So we did keep those on board. It's kind of a weird feeling not having any food on board. It's disconcerting, isn't it?
Yeah.
I find it very disconcerting.
Yeah.
But we do have canned food, I should say. We're not going to starve.
We're not going to starve.
No.
We got cereal and
With no milk.
well, we got packaged. Yeah, we got Tetra packs of milk that we bought in the U.S. actually at Walmart. So anyway, we'll give you an update once we arrive in the U.S. and and wish us luck with customs.
We'll let you know how it goes.